It's one of the ocean's most enduring mysteries. Can you really be swallowed by a whale? The idea has fascinated and terrified humanity for centuries. From the biblical tale of Jonah to the adventures of Pinocchio, the thought of being swallowed whole by a colossal sea creature has lingered in our imaginations. But in the modern age of science, let's ask the big question: is this fact, or just a whale of a tale? In June 2021, that question took on new life when Michael Packard, a seasoned lobster diver from Cape Cod, Massachusetts, made international headlines. His story? While diving off the coast, he claimed to have been scooped up by a humpback whale. For what he described as the longest 30 seconds of his life, he wrestled inside the whale's mouth before being spat out like an unappetizing snack. Michael described the experience to reporters. "Everything went black. I could feel the whale squeezing me in its mouth, and all I could think was, this is it, I'm done." The story spread like wildfire, but skeptics and scientists quickly chimed in. Could this really have happened? To answer that, let's dive into the science of whales, starting with the whale in question, the humpback. Humpback whales are some of the ocean's most graceful giants. Measuring up to 16 meters long and weighing as much as 36,000 kilograms, they're colossal. But here's the thing: they're also gentle. Unlike toothed whales, like sperm whales and orcas, humpbacks belong to a group called baleen whales. Instead of teeth, their mouths are lined with baleen plates, brush-like structures made of keratin, the same protein that makes up human hair and nails. These plates act as giant cones, filtering out krill, plankton, and small fish from the water. Here's the catch, pun intended. While their mouths are enormous, their throats are surprisingly small. A humpback whale's throat is only about the size of a grapefruit or a human fist. It can stretch a little, up to 40 centimeters wide, but that's nowhere near big enough to accommodate a full-grown human. Even if a humpback wanted to swallow you, and trust us, it doesn't, you simply wouldn't fit. So what likely happened to Michael Packard? Experts suggest he was caught in the whale's mouth during a feeding lunge. Humpbacks often open their mouths wide while swimming toward schools of fish or krill, gulping down enormous amounts of water and prey. Imagine it this way: you're eating spaghetti, and a fly accidentally buzzes into your mouth. You're not going to swallow it, you'll spit it out, right? That's essentially what the whale did with Michael. But what if we told you there is a whale with a throat big enough to swallow a human? Enter the sperm whale. Sperm whales are the largest toothed predators on Earth. Growing up to 20 meters long, they have throats wide enough to gulp down prey much larger than anything a humpback could manage. In fact, sperm whales are known to dine on giant squid, creatures that can reach lengths of 14 meters. Their hunting grounds are the dark depths of the ocean, often more than 3,000 meters below the surface. Down there, sperm whales use echolocation to hunt in near total darkness. But could a sperm whale swallow a human? Theoretically, yes. Their throats are wide enough, and they're certainly capable of eating large prey. However, actual cases of sperm whales eating humans are non-existent. One reason is that humans aren't on the menu. Sperm whales feed primarily on squid and fish, and their interactions with humans are rare. These majestic creatures spend most of their lives in deep, open waters, far from the coasts where we tend to swim and dive. Whales have captured human imagination for millennia, and not just because of their size. In cultures around the world, they've been depicted as both gods and monsters, protectors and destroyers. Take the biblical story of Jonah. According to the Old Testament, Jonah was swallowed by a great fish, and spent 3 days and nights in its belly before being spit out unharmed. While the story may be symbolic, it's fueled centuries of speculation about whether such an event is physically possible. Then there's the infamous Moby Dick, Herman Melville's 1851 novel about an obsessive whaler pursuing a monstrous white sperm whale. The book draws on real-life accounts from whalers in the 19th century, many of whom described sperm whales as cunning, dangerous adversaries. Even today, myths and misunderstandings persist. Some people believe whales are aggressive creatures, but the truth is far more nuanced. Most whale species are peaceful and even curious about humans. Gray whales, for example, have been known to approach boats and seek out interaction. Humpback whales, despite their size, are known for their gentle nature. Their spectacular breaching and tail-slapping displays are not acts of aggression but likely communication or play. That said, accidents can happen. A whale breaching near a small boat can create waves powerful enough to capsize it. And getting too close to a feeding whale, as Michael Packard discovered, can lead to unexpected, and slightly terrifying, encounters. Whales aren't just fascinating, they're downright amazing. Did you know that the blue whale, the largest animal, has a heart the size of a small car? Its heartbeat can be heard from 2 miles away. Or how about humpback whales? They're famous for their songs, which can last up to 20 minutes and travel hundreds of miles underwater. Each population of humpbacks has its own unique tune, like regional accents in humans. And let's not forget the narwhal, often called the unicorn of the sea. Its long, spiraling tusk is actually a tooth that can grow up to 3 meters long. Scientists believe it's used for sensing changes in water temperature and pressure. Despite their size and strength, whales face numerous threats, from ship strikes to entanglement in fishing gear and pollution. Climate change is also altering their habitats, making food sources like krill harder to find. By understanding whales and their behavior, we can learn how to protect them. These incredible creatures are vital to ocean ecosystems, playing a key role in maintaining the balance of marine life. So, can you be swallowed by a whale? Science says no, unless you're unlucky enough to meet a particularly adventurous sperm whale. But even then, the chances are astronomically low. Instead of fearing these giants, we should marvel at their beauty, intelligence, and the mysteries they hold beneath the waves. They're not just the rulers of the ocean. They're living reminders of how extraordinary our planet truly is. And if you ever find yourself face to face with a whale, remember, stay calm, enjoy the moment, and try not to look like krill.